Welcome to DNE to Run Us Easy. Oh guys, I'm back with another bang. Guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about on the reasons why South Africans call Zimbabweans Kwerekweres. Why ama-South Africans abantu baphuma emzansi babiza ama-Zimbabweans nabantu babiza ama-foreigners nama-Kwerekwere. So in this video, if it is your first time, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I drop the next video. Guys, this is a hot topic. This is a hot video. So I'm going to talk to you guys on the reasons why you call Zimbabweans Kwerekweres. Okay, my background story is I am a Zimbabwean, but grown up in South Africa. I came here when I was young. You see, since then I never went back to Zimbabwe. So the reason why I'm talking about these issues of sort of political issues, sort of like sort of like into these things of these topics, it is because I know that if you can check or if you can estimate, right, if you can estimate, most of South Africans, they call Zimbabweans Kwerekweres, Nigerians Kwerekweres, but most of the brutality is on Zimbabweans. Most of the attacks is on Zimbabweans. Why? Because we know that Zimbabwe is a neighboring country. Zimbabwe is a neighboring country to South Africa. So a neighbor is also attacking another neighbor. You see, and then you realize that go to social media right now, the most criticized people in social media are Zimbabweans. They say we are here to take their jobs. They are here to take away our joy, to take away things. But let me tell you something. It is not about taking jobs, but it's about you as a South African to have the critical skill. You know what I'm saying? To have the critical skill that makes you to be qualified in a certain industry. Right now, if we can speak right now, most of the students, most of the guys that are in universities, whenever they go out to universities, they demand higher salaries. They demand higher, instead of them getting lower salaries. They say, no, I cannot get paid 7,000. And yet, a Zimbabwean is coming and saying that it's better I get paid 7,000. Why? Because I know that with this 7,000, I can be able to renew it. You know what I'm saying? So you begin to realize that as Zimbabweans, we have this mentality, this mindset that says it is better to get few money, but then renew it, renovate it. You know what I'm saying? So I know there are people who says that in Bemile, I don't know what I'm saying, but let me tell you something. I know what I'm saying, and I know what I've gone through, and I know what my fellow people they've gone through. So guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about the reason, about why South Africans they call Zimbabweans Kwerekweres. Okay, the reason why we are being called Kwerekweres, it is because you are in their own country, but you are in their own country, and they think that dominion is given to them because you are in their own country. They think that dominion has been given to them. They think that they own the law. You know what I'm saying? They think that they are owning the law, but yet nobody is owning the law. We all belong to the law. So you begin to realize that there are people who call us Kwere. They say Kwerekwere, go back to your own country, while you are forgetting that Kwerekwere is playing a bigger role inside the economy. Remember, South Africa accommodates skilled Zimbabweans. It accommodates if there is, how are you going to play? What is your role to the economy of South Africa? Because South Africa cannot exist without foreigners. Whether you like it or not, it cannot exist without foreigners. This country on its own, it will never exist without foreigners. There is no existence of this country without. In order for there to be South Africa, there must be foreigners. because South Africa is known for accommodating foreigners. Nobody can chase away foreigners. Nobody can. No matter how many times you say, we will rise and chase them away, you will never chase them away. The more you chase us, the more we come and we will oppress you. Do you know what I'm saying? The more you oppress Zimbabweans like this, the more they go there. Why? Because they know that there is opportunity. What is it that is there that is causing us to be oppressed? You know what I'm saying? So people, I'm telling you that no matter how many times you will try to oppress a Zimbabwean can work under an oppressing. Especially for me, let me tell you something. I will love it when people criticize me. Why? Because I know that I'm building, I'm getting better. If people, they don't criticize me, I'll never get happy. I get happy when people criticize me, when people brutalize me. I don't care. I rise and I tell you, let me tell you something. I rise and I tell you that I'm going to rise. I will do it because I am in a foreign country. People, let me tell you something. I am in a foreign country, and when I'm in a foreign country, I have to rise and show people and create the economy better of Zimbabwe and South Africa. Let me tell you something. You people will be like, why don't you go back to your own country? How can I go back to my own country to make my own country better, while the government on its own, there is no better? You know what I'm saying? So people, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You start to realize, you start to notice, you start to realize that the reason why you are being called Kwerekwere. Okay, Kwerekwere, for those who don't understand the name Kwerekwere, Kwerekwere is an insult to somebody. It is sort of like you are feeling inferior. It's sort of like you are considered as the inferior human being. You are called Kwerekwere because you are considered inferior among the minority, among the majority. You are considered inferior. You are not a major one, you are not a general one, but you are just a human being. And when they call you Kwerekwere, it is just a criticism. For those who want to come to South Africa, you have to be strong of the criticism. And don't disclose anyone or don't open to anyone about your nationality. If they ask you, who are you, it's better you keep quiet. Why? Because they are going to brutalize you. It's not every South African who is going to brutalize you. But when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about South Africans who thinks that themselves are better, but why they are not better. Let me tell you something. A better person will never wake up and attack another person when you know that you are better. Right now, the person that has money will never wake up and go and attack another person and say, I'm going to attack you whatsoever. Why would you do that? The only people who are doing that, it is because the people that are trying to find themselves to shift a blame on certain people. Do you think a company would hire you if you don't have a skill? No. Do you think they will hire? Okay, let me ask you a question. You are a South African and you are an employer. What do you want in your company? You want growth, isn't it? You want your company to grow, right? You want your company not only to trade in South Africa, but to trade with Chinese, to trade with America, to trade with England, to trade with Russia, to trade with Brazil, to trade with Tokyo, Singapore, all those, to trade with Japan, to trade with those one of those developed countries. You know what I'm saying? You want to trade with those one of these developed countries, then you begin to notice that you are in that industry of business, right? So there comes a South African, right? He does not have a critical skill. Would you employ somebody who is a foreigner, he has a skill, somebody who is South African does not have a skill? So let me tell you something. If you want to be a better person, it's better you learn a skill. Once you learn a skill, you're going to be better, and you stop blaming other people because you know that you're working either for yourself or you're working for somebody. Let me tell you something. In this economy sector, it's not about saying I'm a South African. So yes, you are a South African, you are privileged, but you are a South African, you are privileged. Even the privileged ones, they know themselves that you need a skill. If I'm a foreigner, right, and then it says if I'm a Zimbabwean, right, and then a South African comes, and then you realize that you got the same skill, the South African will end. Why? Because of the South African. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I don't want to lie to you. The reason why we are being called Kwerekwere, it is because most of us Zimbabweans, we are more educated. Okay, let me not say we are more educated because I learned it, but Zimbabweans are more educated than South Africans. I don't want to lie, they are more educated. Those who learned in Zimbabwe, more education is here. There is more of education to their mind. So they are educated, even the way that they speak the English. You might be like, no, it's very, very bad, but it was colonized by Britain. Remember, South Africa was colonized by Netherlands. So the kind of level of English is different. But then, am I only saying there are South Africans who do not speak English? There are those who know how to speak English. There are those who are good, who are well educated than Zimbabweans. But then, when it comes to terms of education, remember Zimbabwean education in high school is the best. And then in South Africa, is the best when it comes to colleges and universities. But then, it's only few people who makes it to university and finish, and then they get a job, and then they know themselves that they are educated. South Africans that are educated, they are those who have accomplished their goals on university. Those people, they are those who have accomplished their education. They are more educated. So you begin to realize that Zimbabweans, the reason why they consider us more educated is because we are too fast to learn things. Some of the South Africans, they are lazy. They don't want to go and work. They don't want anything that if they say go and clean the streets. Yes, I know they speak it up, but there's only few people whom I'm not saying everyone must go and clean the street, but I'm saying there are only few people. So when you see us doing those things, they consider us as Kwerekweres, as the dirty people. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing, before I come to an end of the video, is that the reason why they call us Kwerekweres, it is because when you are in a certain place, remember when a Zimbabwean is in a certain place, you will start to know that this is a Zimbabwean. You will know by yourself that, okay, his accents you pick it up by accents. That is why they call it as Kwerekwere, because our accent is different compared to South African accents. You pick it up again that this person is more is able to appreciate anything that comes on the way. It's only few South Africans who appreciate anything that comes on the way. The other thing again, why they call us on Kwerekwere, is because we are too hungry. We have that ambitious of saying I want to make it, and that ambition pushes us to be of hunger. See, we are too hungry. We are not just hungry in terms of, no, I'm not talking about food, being hungry. Hungry food, no, it's too small. I'm talking about the hungry of success, of making money. We want to make money. That's it. Because we want to go back home and develop our own country. We take resources here and we go back and develop our own country. You see, so you realize that we are taking things here and are going to develop Zimbabwe. And when we're going to develop Zimbabwe, we're not going to develop the whole Zimbabwe. We are going to develop maybe my home village if I have enough money. But I'm going to develop maybe my home. So I'm okay. Ngazowaka ikhaya lami nalusuka lenzani so nalulikhula yangithola. So ngiyakutshela ubukele ukuthi kunezinto ezenzakala ukuthi abantu suka umunye umuntu athuka umunye umuntu ngokuthi hayi unuka amakwapha uyenza kanje nakanje. Yinye criticism iphezulu, yinye criticism imthwembu mbukele. So guys, I don't want to lie guys. Then the last thing, the last thing is to say South Africa, they are people that don't want to negotiate with English. You are a South African, you want to be a better person, but don't want to negotiate with English. There are those who say, if you go to them and say, I'm talking to you in English, they will say, don't use English here. Use my home language. Okay, it's okay, but how are you going to qualify in the English sector? Who employs people? It's a white person. You see, the Africans or English, who employs it's a white person. So do you think that any Swati person will just wake up and employ? No, it's not easy. Any Zulu person will wake up and employ? No, it's not easy. So it's only few people who wakes up and begin to employ. It's only few people who wakes up and begins to employ. So you have to discover that when you focus on yourself. You stop calling another person Kwerekwere. And let me tell you something. You can call me a Kwerekwere, but I don't care. But I'm telling you that my name is not Kwerekwere. My name is Joachim the Motivator. That's my name. Whether I can say Kwerekwere, I don't care. You can try to offend me, but I don't have offense inside me. It is you who uwe usukulimala ngaphakathi. Mina angeze ngilimala ngapha. Ungambiza ngekwerekwere anginandaba nawe, angazi angidli ekhaya lakini, angilali nje ngasembhedeni wakini. Yabo, so avele nawe ungibiza nekwerekwere uthi hayi wena ikwere anginandaba. Yabo, ngizontshela nje ukuthi anginandaba. Umuntu ongambiza nekwerekwere anginandaba. Mina nginendaba ukuthi ngiyaziwaka ngaphakathi kimi ukuthi nami ngize ngikwazi ukuphumelela. Yabo, ngazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu uzozivula nje indlela. Angithola. So ngiyantshela bafethu ukuthi nganthuka nenze yonke into kodwa kufanele nazi ukuthi nami ngiyanithanda nonke. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. I will see you on Monday next week. So I love you guys. Thank you for keeping supporting me. I'm not here to attack anyone. Angizange ngizohlasela umuntu izozokhuma nje nani kahle. So when I'm talking to you like this, I say no, I'm not here to ash anyone. I'm not here to fight anyone. But I'm here to talk to people. I want people to be educated, to carry love, not to carry hatred within themselves. I know that those will never change because they are born with hatred. But I know that those who are going to be changed, that those who are going to be converted to this video. My main vision as DNA is to go and preach the gospel of love out there. Remember, we are preaching the gospel of love. Everything that we do, we believe in the development of youth. So I love you guys. See you on the next video. Sharp.